Hello everyone, welcome to this episode of Crazy Sheriff Chase Adventure. Get ready to relax and enjoy the upcoming hilarious journey. Daisy got in the car, but as he was leaving, the sheriff issued a $10,000 fine. Daisy, from a poor background, was stunned. He sighed, "Your job pays fast." The sheriff recalled Daisy had littered while driving. Hansel, throwing trash out the sheriff's car, demanding $10 from Daisy was reasonable. Speechless, she was stuck on this deserted road. There was an ATM near the diner. The sheriff asked Daisy to withdraw money for the fine, but just as Daisy was about to, he demanded her phone to prevent escape. Daisy knew the sheriff's action was unreasonable, but, pressured by the uniform, he reluctantly gave his phone. After a few steps, he saw the sheriff take out his shotgun in the mirror. The bullet went kablooey through the tire, sending the car spiraling out of control into a sandy pile by the roadside. Daisy was utterly baffled, having no idea why the sheriff was acting like a lunatic. The sheriff just drove off like nothing happened, leaving a stunned Daisy to finally breathe a sigh of relief. But alas, his car had broken down and he was out of communication. With no other option, Daisy decided to walk in search of help. After what felt like an eternity, he stumbled into a diner and immediately spotted some change on the table. Daisy's instinct kicked in, and without a second thought, he pocketed the loose change and marched over to the payphone, calling his boyfriend to come rescue him from this mess. Little did he know, the sheriff was lurking outside the diner, having called for Daisy's car to be towed. Oblivious, Daisy was still on the phone explaining his struggle when the sheriff quietly appeared. Daisy nearly jumped out of his skin. The sheriff casually said Daisy didn't need to pay the fine and that he had actually fixed the tire. Just like that, it was all water under the bridge. The sheriff returned Daisy's keys and phone before taking off. When Daisy stepped out, he was surprised to find the tire was indeed. As he was about to leave, he saw a waitress crying. Daisy rushed over and asked why. The waitress said a customer's change was missing and the manager suspected her. Without hesitation, the manager ended the debate. Daisy felt super awkward since he was indeed the mastermind behind the disappearing coins. Learning the waitress wanted to go home, Daisy decided to give her a ride. They set out together, but they hadn't gone far when disaster struck once more. The waitress met a gruesome fate, causing Daisy to nearly wet his pants in terror. Spotting an oncoming police car, he scrambled into his vehicle and made a frantic getaway. The truck driver was no softy either. As soon as he heard someone was after Daisy, he whipped out his truth teller. "I've taken out people nationwide. Did you kill that woman?" "Ah, he's lying. He's lying." The innocent and just driver was shot dead. Daisy, snapping out of it, sprinted to his car and fled. The sheriff didn't shoot, harboring darker schemes. Meanwhile, Daisy had run from daylight into night, driving until his car was smoking. Finally, he stumbled upon an auto repair shop. Daisy rushed inside, seeking help, but suddenly spotted a dude in police boots striding right towards him. Daisy panicked, thinking it was the creepy sheriff, and launched a surprise attack. However, after swinging, he realized this guy was just a simple mechanic. Daisy, ashamed, quickly bandaged his wound, eyeing the innocent-looking bearded man. Subtitles. Daisy thought she had encountered a kind person, but little did she know this was the real den of wolves. Following the mechanic's directions, Daisy went to the restroom, only to find a room devoid of a toilet, filled instead with an array of tools. Subtitles. Daisy felt extremely terrified after hearing that, and just as she was about to turn around and leave this place, she was suddenly knocked unconscious by the bearded man. When she regained consciousness from her coma, she found herself already tied up to a chair. At this moment, the sheriff also disclosed the real situation, revealing that the bearded man was actually his own younger brother. After being dumped by a woman, the mechanic had gone a bit funny in the head, and the sheriff had developed a keen disdain for women, taking pleasure in hunting them. Showing off a dagger made from a woman's jaw, Daisy lost it, hurling insults like beast, unknowingly infuriating the brothers even more. Seizing the moment, Daisy stabbed the sheriff right in the kidney. A pain-stricken sheriff collapsed, while Daisy capitalized on the moment to jump into the police car, turning the tide in an instant. With the sun glaring, the sheriff couldn't aim, and accidentally shot out the police lights. When he tried to fire again, he he realized he was out of ammo. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.